Good evening, residents of Everett, Washington. I would like to call to order the Everett City Council meeting of March 8th, 2023. The City Council meets all requirements of the State of Washington Open Public Meetings Act. Tonight, the council members are participating in person, and community members are welcome to join either in person, remote via Zoom, or by calling in. For those who wish to participate in the future via Zoom, you'll find instructions to register for public comment on the City of Everett website under the City Council Department. Please note, we do not allow comments on any kind of campaigning, whether for or against ballot measures or candidates running for office, and we also do not accept comments focused on personal matters that are unrelated to city business. Clerk, will you please take the roll?
Mayor Franklin.
Here.
Councilmember Zarlingo.
Here.
Councilmember Ryan.
Here.
Vice President Tui.
Here.
Councilmember Fossey.
Excused?
Councilmember Schwab.
Here.
Councilmember Vogely.
Here.
President Stonecipher.
Here. Councilmember Schwab, would you please lead us in the flag salute?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And Vice President Tui, would you please read the land acknowledgement this evening?
Be happy to. The City Council wishes to acknowledge the original inhabitants of this place, the Stohukshi people and their successors, the Tulalip tribes. Since time immemorial, they have hunted, fished, gathered on, and taken care of these lands and waters. We respect their sovereignty, their right to self-determination, and honor their sacred spiritual connection with the land and water. We will strive to be honest about our past mistakes and bring about a future that includes their people, stories, and voices to form a more just and equitable society.
Thank you. Do I hear a motion for approval of the minutes of March 1st?
Councilmember Ryan moves approval of the minutes of March 1st.
Councilmember Tui seconds that.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Clerk, will you please take the roll?
Councilmember Zarlingo.
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan.
Yes.
Vice President Tui.
Yes.
Councilmember Schwab.
Yes.
Councilmember Vogely.
Abstain.
President Stonecipher.
Yes. Good evening, Mayor.
Good evening, President Stonecipher and council members. I have a few appointments to ask for your approval for. First, to the Cultural Arts Commission, and should I do the Cultural Arts, the Historic, and Salary Commission together, and then the next group together?
Sure.
Okay, because I've got a number of them, so.
Yes.
Okay, so the Cultural Arts Commissions, Colton Davis to position 4, Al Leopold to position 5, Aaron Scheckler to position 6, Andrea Tucker to position 10, Jane McClure to position A, alternative 1, to the Historical Commission, Robert Barron to position 9, to the Salary Commission, Julie Smith Hopkins to position 5, and April Ruoim to position 6, and Abby Gish to position 7. I'm asking for your concurrence.
Thank you. Do I hear a motion?
So moved all the nominations?
Thank you.
Seconded.
Any questions or comments before we take the roll? Clerk,
Just
will
that I
you please-
appreciate their being part of it.
Thank you. Clerk, will you please take the roll?
Councilmember Zarlingo.
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan.
Yes.
Vice President Tui.
Yes.
Councilmember Schwab.
Yes.
Councilmember Vogely.
Yes.
President Stonecipher.
Yes.
Thank you. And now I have appointment recommendations to the Everett Station District Alliance Business Improvement Area Ratepayer Advisory Board. And so it's a large number of folks. First, Daniel Cavoto from Pine Street Hospitality, Andrea Contenta from Snow Valley Process Solutions, Rachel Downs from Housing Hope and HopeWorks, Joey Farrick from 3102 Smith Project, Neil Maddie from MJM Partners, Lance Miller from Brook Trout Properties, Nicole Pettigrew from Kaiser Permanente, Joe Sievers from H.O. Seifert Company, Craig Scottell from Scottell Real Estate, Jim Stephenson from Glacier Properties, Chuck Watts from Watts Investment, Matt Welburn from the City of Everett, and Sean Bridge from the City of Everett. So asking for your concurrence to those appointments.
Thank you. Do I hear a motion?
I move concurrence with all those appointments.
And second the motion.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, will you please take the roll?
Councilmember Zarlingo.
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan.
Yes.
Vice President Tui.
Yes.
Councilmember Schwab.
Yes.
Councilmember Vogely.
Yes.
President Stonecipher.
Yes.
Thank you. No further comments this evening.
Thank you. We'll ask now, Angie, do we have anyone signed up to speak this evening for
Good evening,
public
President
comment?
Stonecipher. We do not have any public comments tonight.
Oh, thank you. We will move on to council comments and liaison reports, starting with Councilmember Zarlingo.
Nothing for me tonight, thanks.
Thank you. Councilmember Ryan?
I just wanted to give a shout out for Happy International Women's Day, and just really proud of the work that the Female Majority Council's been working on. Proud of our female mayor, first elected mayor in the history of Everett, and all of the female staff members in the city of Everett, all the women that live in Everett, and all the people that identify as women that live here. And an extra shout out to all of the women that do not pull up the ladder behind them. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you. Vice President Tui?
Yeah, I have no comments tonight, thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Schwab?
Yes, if you remember here, 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago at a council meeting, there was a motion, a second, to look at a potential ordinance to address the patient wait times at the hospital when our EMS and fire make transports. And myself and Councilmember Ryan met with Fire Chief Dave DeMarco and Attorney David Hall, and we had a great meeting. And at this point, I think we just had some preliminary discussion, and there's a lot of work to do. I know the hospital is addressing the issue, so some more information can come forward, and we might bring it up in the Safe Communities Committee in the future. Also, I attended the Snohomish County Cities and Towns Board meeting, and we worked on some educational notes and some opportunities. So for my colleagues here we're going to start sending out some opportunities for other councils to look at. I also attended the Growth Management Policy Board. It's part of the Puget Sound Regional Council. And we spent a lot of time talking about housing and the density of our cities and addressing the need for housing. And there was a lot of talk about the legislative agenda. And of course, none of us are that sure about exactly what's going to pass. But there seems to be a lot of momentum for a city like Everett to change the zoning from single family to fourplexes and in some cases sixplexes. So more to come on that. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Vogely?
Good evening, and also happy International Women's Day and month. Enjoy your bookmarks. Let's see, I was at the Everett Housing Authority meeting, and John Forsyth has been voted in as interim executive director of Everett Housing Authority while the search is in process for Ashley Lomers Johnson's departure. So goodbye, Ashley. Hello, John. And it was a unanimous board vote. So that's all I have tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. And I have no report or comments. Do we have an welcome back. Lori Cummings, do we have an administrative update this
No
evening?
update tonight.
Thank you. And City Attorney Hall, what do you have for us tonight?
There's no report from the legal department. We are requesting a 10-minute executive session to discuss a real estate matter pursuant to RCW 423110B.
Thank you. Let's move to our consent agenda.
I'm sorry, no action to follow.
Oh, thank you. We'll move to our consent agenda, items 1 and 2. Do I hear a motion to approve the 2 consent items?
Councilmember Ryan moves approval of the 2 consent agenda items.
Councilmember Tui seconds that.
Any questions or comments? Clerk, will you please take the roll?
Councilmember Zarlingo,
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan,
Yes.
Vice President Tui.
Yes.
Councilmember Schwab.
Yes.
Councilmember Vogely,
Yes.
President Stonecipher.
Yes. And we will move to our action agenda. Item 3 is Council Bill 2302-10, third and final reading. Adopt an ordinance to amend and close a special improvement project entitled Doyle Park Playground Replacement, Fund 354, Program 070, as established by ordinance number 3809-21. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Seconded.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? Clerk, will you please take the roll?
Councilmember Zarlingo,
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan,
Yes.
Vice President Tui.
Yes.
Councilmember Schwab,
Yes.
Councilmember Vogely?
Yes.
President Stonecipher?
Yes. Item 4, Council Bill 2302-11, third and final reading. Adopt an ordinance closing a special improvement project entitled Forest Park Sport Court Renovation. Fund 354, Program 065 is established by ordinance number 3733-20. A motion.
So moved.
Councilmember Schwab, second.
Thank you. Any questions or comments on this item? Clerk, will you please take the roll?
Councilmember Zarlingo?
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Vice President Tui?
Yes.
Councilmember Schwab?
Yes.
Councilmember Vogely?
Yes.
President Stonecipher?
Yes. Item 5, Council Bill 2302-12, third and final reading. Adopt an ordinance closing a special improvement project entitled Howarth Park Sport Court Renovation, Fund 354, Program 071, is established by ordinance number 3820-21. I hear a motion.
So moved?
Second.
Any questions or comments? Clerk, will you please take the roll?
Councilmember Zarlingo?
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Vice President Tui?
Yes.
Councilmember Schwab?
Yes.
Councilmember Vogely?
Yes.
President Stonecipher?
Yes. Item 6, Council Bill 2302-13, third and final reading. Adopt an ordinance closing a special improvement project entitled Howarth Park Playground Replacement, Fund 354, Program 069, as established by ordinance number 3810-21.
So moved?
Thank you.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Clerk, please take the roll.
Councilmember Zarlingo?
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Vice President Tui?
Yes.
Councilmember Schwab?
Yes.
Councilmember Vogely?
Yes.
President Stonecipher?
Yes. Item 7, Council Bill 2302-14, third and final reading. Adopt an ordinance closing a special improvement project entitled Legion Sport Court Renovation, Fund 354, Program 066, as established by ordinance number 3734-20 and amended by ordinance number 3817-21. Do I hear a motion?
So moved?
Second.
Questions? Councilmember Vogely.
Now that we've gotten all of those parks having been adopted and having the final reading, go Parks, go team, woohoo, thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Zarlingo.
Well, just congratulations to Parks and Facilities for bringing that in well under budget and returning excess money to other funds. Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? And I just want to say, Bob, thank you to you and your team for getting this work done. I know these, especially the sports courts, but also the playgrounds are really important to the community and they get well loved. So it's nice to see them getting a little renovation and getting some love. Any other questions or comments? Clerk, will you please take the roll?
Councilmember Zarlingo?
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Vice President Tui?
Yes.
Councilmember Schwab?
Yes.
Councilmember Vogely?
Yes.
President Stonecipher?
Yes. That's the end of our agenda. We'll now go into executive session, which is expected to last 10 minutes with no action to follow. And we will adjourn from here following that. The city council has returned from our executive session, and with no further business, we are now adjourned.